how to study like Ayanokoji kiyotaka. In this video, we are going to break down how you can study like Ayanokoji and have an academic comeback. We are going to include actionable steps, so keep a pen and a notebook handy. Let's get right into it. To study like Ayanokoji, the first thing you have to do is to find your weakness. What I mean by this is to self-assess yourself. Take note of your marks in the last exam you have given, and point out the subjects you are naturally good at and the subjects you need to improve on. That is also the first actionable step of the video. Now, you know exactly where you need to improve. The next thing which you have to work on to study like Ayanokoji is to manage your time effectively. You have to distribute your time equally to the subjects in which you need to improve. You must eliminate your distractions or you'll never be able to manage your time. You need to have a study plan if you want to dedicate your study time and manage your syllabus effectively. You can create a study plan using AI. I will leave a prompt for you in the description. Just feed it to ChatGPT and include your details and it will create a study plan for you. Kiyotaka also uses specific studying techniques to study smartly, which also gives him an edge over others. If your goal is to be a top student, what I think you should do is find what methods of studying work best for you. Some of the studying methods likely to be used by Ayanokoji are: Number 1, spaced repetition. It is a method of reviewing material at systematic intervals of time. You have to come back to the topic you studied at a regular interval of time if you want it to stick in your head. You can follow a simple schedule. Day 1, learn the material. Review and revisit on day 2 and on day 3. After 1 week, come back to the material and review it. Try and find out what works best for you. Number 2, the Feynman technique. It is one of the most underrated and effective studying techniques you can adopt. After reading a section or concept, explain it to yourself in the simplest way you can, as if you are teaching someone else. Review what you explained wrong, go back to your material, figure out the correct answer, and repeat. Number 3, note-taking. There are a lot of controversies about the best way of note-taking. Ayanokoji Kiyotaka used a notebook and pen as a way of taking his notes, but it all depends on you. But keep one thing in mind: understanding lectures first, taking notes later. Here are some tips and tricks from Ayanokoji's studying methods. Taking assessments at regular intervals of time. Approach your exam strategically by analyzing the format and content of each test beforehand. Prioritize questions based on their weightage and difficulty, and allocate your time wisely to maximize your performance. Take a small 10-15 minute overview of the subject in which you scored the least after the video. This is your actionable step. Strategic observation. Observe the behavior of the successful students in your class. Observe your teacher on what topics they are emphasizing more, and observe your surroundings. Have a deep understanding of your concepts. Understand the materials rather than simply memorizing facts. Take your time to understand concepts, formulas, etc. By incorporating the key fundamentals of Ayanokoji shown in this video, you will surpass your classmates and people who are wasting their time right now. All this will only work if you are consistent with what you are doing. Like the video if you thought it helped you, and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. By the way, check our video on consistency if you want to be more consistent in your life. See you in the next video.